and good day to all of you. My name is Asad Navid, and I'm calling you from the Freetown Command Center in the Humanity First office. And we're doing a short video tonight to tell you about the work Humanity First is doing in Sierra Leone about Ebola, and also we'll tell you how Ebola has generally affected Sierra Leone and the challenges we are facing. Okay, so let me first of all start with a proper introduction. I'm Asad Navid, medical advisor for Humanity First, and now I will ask the person on my right to introduce himself.
Bokari Salih Odukure, I am a Ebola Command Center leader.
Okay, and now on my left.
I'm Sidiki Sanko, the deputy leader, Humanity First Ebola Command Center, Freetown.
So thank you very much for your introduction, Mr. Dukure and Mr. Sidiki. So in this video, what we are going to do is it will be a conversation between three of us, and I believe through this conversation you will be able to have an idea about what Humanity First is doing in Sierra Leone. So Mr. Dukure, I would like to start with you. Can you please tell us what Humanity First was doing before the Ebola outbreak started?
Humanity First started operations in Sierra Leone in 2002.
Okay.
Until the outbreak of Ebola virus in the country, it was involved in the provision of gift of sight, IT schools, water for life, support, educational support program, agriculture, and disaster response.
Okay, can you explain the gift of sight project?
I think they were doing some operations on the eyes, cataract.
Okay, for people who have cataract.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So now I would like to ask you, since the start of the Ebola outbreak, how has the outbreak affected the country?
Since the outbreak in May this year, thousands of people have died. Schools and other learning institutions have been closed. Borders between the country and the neighboring countries have been closed.
Okay.
So we find out that the prices have gone up, have escalated. So we see people dying not only in the provinces, but even in the western area in Freetown. So this has created panic among the population throughout the country.
Okay, so about our physical interaction, can people shake hands together, meet?
No, that one has been avoided. So no shaking of hands. You do not have to participate in the funeral burial of your dead people. All these have created an impact on the people, on the culture of the people.
Okay, so the Ebola outbreak has actually affected the culture of the people, because we can no longer shake hands and do our cultural practices such as religious burial ceremonies.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. What about public gatherings?
That one has also been cut off.
Okay.
So no more. That is why the schools have been closed. All learning institutions have been closed. So no public gatherings are allowed. In fact, some of the movement in the country itself have been restricted. We find some districts that are being quarantined.
Okay. So these measures have been taken so that Ebola transmission can be prevented in
Indeed,
public gatherings, right?
It could be prevented and eventually to be stopped.
Okay, no problem. Well, now I will like to go to Mr. Sidiki, who is our Deputy Command Center lead. Can you tell us what Humanity First is doing about the Ebola outbreak?
Upon the outbreak of the Ebola in West Africa and Sierra Leone, to be specific, Humanity First responded by what? Establishing an Ebola command center. It has 3 permanent staff that are working on 12 hours a day basis, and they are responsible to coordinate the activities of Humanity First. But yes, of the center. But Humanity, 3 people will not be able to cover all the activities of Humanity First. What we did was that we recruited a staff of 42. We trained these people, and these 42 include district representatives. In all our 12 and 14 districts of Sierra Leone, we have 3 district representatives, and we also train people that are going to be doing the screening in bus stations.
Okay.
Yes.
So at this time, can we use this opportunity to show some pictures to our?
Yes, you can see. Okay. We started today officially. We started in Calabar Town and Lumley. Okay. Yes, and people were very much happy with the program. They were very much cooperative. They appreciate it, and even one councillor was very, very much happy. She even told us that now they are complimenting their efforts. It means they are now happy, and the passengers also were very, very much happy because they saw to it that now they are safe when they are inside the bus, for the fact that they have been screened before they enter the bus. Okay, they are very, very much happy.
So what is the advantage of screening people before they enter public transport? What's the advantage?
Well, the advantage there is that before this time, we heard of incidences where people even die inside the bus. Yes, okay. They died inside the bus. And we also heard of incidents wherein people they vomit openly inside the bus. Yeah, just imagine how we choke our bus, and if somebody happens to vomit openly, it jeopardizes or it's putting the lives of other people at risk. Okay. So because of that, Humanity First came up with the idea that we should start to screen people before they enter these buses. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So was training provided to the people?
Wow, everybody was trained. Okay. They were trained as to how to screen people. Okay. Yes, they were trained, and also they give them all the necessary information how to use even the thermometer. So they know exactly when it is alarming, what to do and what not to do. And yes, all that one they train.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. So what you are saying in essence is that this bus screening work is going to prevent spread of infection in the public transport.
Yes.
Okay, because this has been a major issue. The outbreak started in one part of the country initially, but then because people travel a lot, those who got infected took it to other areas of the country, and that's how now the outbreak has spread to all parts of the country. So we believe if people are screened before entering public transport, we can do a good level of infection control in public transport. Okay. So can you also tell me about what other plans Humanity First has?
Well, actually, during the process, our district representatives have identified for us families that are hardly hit by this Ebola. And we are preparing, we are fastly preparing in order to supply this family with food, at least food pack for the week. That's one we've identified the families. We are just waiting for the funding. Today we have the fund, we'll start giving them food. That's one is also the preparation is on the way.
Okay, are you going to do any work on sensitization?
For the sensitization, as I told you earlier on, the 3 district representatives are purposely going to be doing the sensitization. They have to be going villages to village and community to community, sensitizing people. That's what they have to be doing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to add some of the work Humanity First is doing. First of all, what we are doing this is a medical aspect of the things we are doing here. We have developed a protocol which hospitals should use, non-Ebola hospitals. And this protocol was developed because we found out that in a normal hospital, because the infection has spread all over Sierra Leone, it is possible that a suspected person or a suspected patient will turn up who is showing the signs and symptoms of Ebola. So hospitals need to be prepared to properly triage patients who are coming into the hospital, and there should be adequate infection control. So Humanity First has created hospital infection safety protocols which are going to be used in some hospitals. That's one thing. Secondly, I will like to tell you about a work Humanity First is doing is with the medical students. Some people, when they report that they have these signs and symptoms of Ebola, they are not picked up immediately because there is not enough space in the holding centers. A holding center is the same as an isolation center. So what Humanity First is trying to do with the Sierra Leone Medical Students Association now is to see if we can provide home care infection control kits to these people who are going to be picked up at the next day, because there aren't enough ambulances and enough holding center beds. So these people can't be picked immediately on the same day when they report cases. So we are still developing the training materials, and hopefully we intend to launch it soon if this scenario continues, that is, people continue to remain in houses for 1 to 2 days before an ambulance goes and collect them. We will work on the home care kits. But if the situation improves, that is, more holding center beds open, then we might have to focus in other areas. So basically that's what we are doing. Some of our staff are directly involved in treatment centers. For example, another colleague of mine, Dr. Boy Jallo, is working in an Ebola treatment center where he has to dress fully in PPE. PPE is for personal protective equipment, and go inside the treatment center and treat Ebola patients. Another colleague of mine is working at the airport to screen all incoming and outgoing patients. So this is how we are involved. So in the end, before concluding, I would like to ask Mr. Ducre to tell us if you have any final words for our audience.
Yes, this virus, this sickness, this virus got to this country without any preparation on the part of the people and the government itself. So because of that, despite tremendous effort of the government, it will not be able alone to handle all these problems during this helpless and dire national need. So we appeal to the outside world through the Humanity First to assist us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Siddiqui, what will be your final word?
Well, my final word is just to give the report or the outcome of the screening process that we have at the bus station.
Okay.
We targeted 2 areas for a start, that is Calabar Town and Lumley.
Okay.
Well, for Calabar Town, we Humanity First scanned 1,080 people.
Okay.
Out of that 1,080 people, 2 people were reported to be sick, and their temperature was above the limit set by WHO and the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
But we managed that one as our staff are well trained as to how to manage. And for Lumley, we scanned 1,508 people, and there was no reported case of temperature being above
So
standard.
you screened all these people in just one day?
In just one day, they were screened.
Okay.
We give them chlorine and soap to wash their hands properly before they enter the bus.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So do you have any final words for the audience? Do you want to say?
Well, the final word is that we don't have time. The problem we have now in Sierra Leone is time. We don't have time. As we are speaking, people are getting infected. As we are speaking, people are dying. If you have to help us now. This is the time you should help us.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Sidiki and Mr. Dukure. And I would also like to give you some few words, and that is, we need your support, and we need your support now. So thank you very much for listening to our short recording, and have a good evening. Thank you.